Dear listeners, I welcome you to my channel. Leave your comments and impressions, I value your opinion. I am lying in our bed, the one I've shared with Claire for nearly 20 years. The sterile smell of hospital-grade disinfectant mixes with the faint scent of her floral perfume, a sharp reminder of the cancer eating away at my insides. My days are numbered, my doctors have made that much clear. But today, a different kind of pain grips my heart. The room is dim, curtains drawn despite the midday sun. Claire thinks I'm sleeping, thanks to the sedatives that lace my system. But today, they failed to pull me under completely. I'm trapped in a haze, aware but immobile, my body a prison from which I can't escape. She's on the phone, speaking in a hushed, hurried whisper that slices through the quiet like a blade. I want to believe I'm misunderstanding, that the drugs are warping her words into something sinister. My hubby is going to finally die soon, so I don't see any point in hiding anymore. Claire's voice trails off into a laugh, not the joyous kind but one laced with relief. A chill runs through me, colder than the IV drip that feeds into my veins. There's a pause. A soft murmur I can't quite catch. And then she continues, "Yes, I know it's been tough. But just imagine, in a few months, it'll just be us. No more sneaking around, no more lies." Lies. The word echoes in my mind. A confirmation of a deceit too painful to fully grasp. I struggle against the drugs, willing my body to move, to confront her, that I am a prisoner of my own failing body. I hear her footsteps approaching and quickly close my eyes, feigning the deep sleep she expects. She pauses at the doorway, and I can feel her gaze on me, perhaps pondering her next steps in a life without me. The door clicks shut, and her presence recedes. A fire ignites within me, not the familiar burn of chemotherapy, but something fiercer, a burning need for retribution. This is no longer just about coping with my impending death. It's about reclaiming the remnants of my dignity. With every ounce of strength I can muster, I begin to plan. If my time is limited, I want to use it not just to settle scores, but to expose the truth, to peel back the mask Claire has worn so well. I think about the resources at my disposal, my will, our shared assets, connections who could help when the time is right. But first, I need proof. Concrete evidence of her betrayal that could stand up in any court or the court of public opinion. As the sun sets and the room darkens, my mind races through possibilities. Hidden cameras, phone trackers, private investigators. Nothing is off the table. As the darkness envelops the room, my resolve hardens. Claire has underestimated the man she married. Yes, I am dying, but I'm not dead yet. And until my last breath, I will fight to uncover the web of lies she's woven so tightly around our lives. This is not just my battle anymore, it's my legacy. I will not go quietly into that good night, not without bringing the truth to light. The next morning, Claire leaves early for what she claims is a yoga class. I seize the opportunity. I need allies, people I can trust. And the first person who comes to mind is my old friend Marcus. He's an ex-detective, now running a private investigation firm. If anyone can help me uncover Claire's infidelity with hard evidence, it's him. I fumble with my phone, my fingers unsteady but driven by a newfound resolve. The screen lights up, and after a few attempts, I manage to dial Marcus's number. "Jake? Is everything all right?" Marcus answers, his voice laced with concern. "Marcus, I need your help," I say, struggling to keep my voice steady. "I think Claire is having an affair. I overheard her talking about my situation, about her waiting for me to die." There's a pause, heavy with shock. "Jake, I'm so sorry." "I'll help you, of course. What do you need?" "Evidence. I want to confront her, but I need proof first." "Understood," Marcus replies, his tone shifting into his professional cadence. "I'll set up surveillance at your house, track her movements, and see what I can dig up about the guy." "Thank you, Marcus. I'm counting on you." After hanging up, I sit back, exhausted yet strangely energized. I've taken the first step, but there's more to do. Next, I need legal advice. I think of Sarah, a family attorney I've known for years. We've never been particularly close, but her sharp mind and strict ethics make her the perfect candidate for what I might need to do next. Dialing her number, I brace for another conversation heavy with revelations. "Jake, to what do I owe the pleasure?" Sarah's voice is warm, unsuspecting. "Sarah, I need some legal advice. It's about my marriage and my will." "Certainly," she says, a note of seriousness entering her tone. "What's going on?" I've discovered Claire might not be as faithful as I believed. I need to know what my options are for amending my will and other arrangements, should the worst of my suspicions prove true. Jake, I'm sorry you're going through this. Let's schedule a meeting. I can guide you through your options and help protect your interests. Thank you, Sarah. I'd appreciate that. As I end the call, the room feels smaller, as if the walls are inching closer, ready to crush me with the weight of my own plans. But there's no turning back now. I've set things in motion. Things that cannot be undone. The day drags on, and by late afternoon, Marcus sends a text. Cameras and trackers are set. We'll know more soon. The simplicity of the message does nothing to calm the storm of emotions roiling inside me. I lean back, closing my eyes. My heart pounds against my chest, not just from fear or anger, but from a haunting realization. I am now a player in a game that I must win, not for my sake, but for the sake of truth. The battle lines are drawn, and I am no longer just a dying man. I am a man on a mission. By the time evening rolls around, a peculiar tension settles over the house. Claire returns, her demeanor lighter, perhaps relieved by the thought of her soon-to-be unencumbered life. As she breezes into the room with a cheerful, "Hey, love, how was your day?" I muster a faint smile, masking the storm raging inside me. "Quiet, just how I like it," I reply, keeping my voice even. My heart races as I watch her, knowing that hidden cameras now record her every move within these walls. As she heads to the kitchen to prepare dinner, my phone buzzes. It's a message from Marcus, containing a video clip. "Got something you might want to see," it reads. I hesitate, my thumb hovering over the play button. Taking a deep breath, I press it. The video shows Claire earlier today, embracing a man in the parking lot of what appears to be a hotel. They seem intimate, familiar. My chest tightens as I watch the man kiss her forehead before they part ways, each heading to their car. I pause the video, a bitter taste in my mouth. The evidence is undeniable, and the reality of her betrayal slices through any denial I might have clung to. I send a quick reply to Marcus. "Meet me tomorrow. We need to talk about next steps." Later during dinner, Claire chats about her day, mentioning her yoga class and a quick coffee with friends afterward. The lies spill from her lips effortlessly. I nod along, but my mind is elsewhere, plotting, planning. After dinner, I excuse myself, claiming fatigue, and retreat to our bedroom. There, I make another call, this time to Sarah. When she picks up, I get straight to the point. "Sarah, I confirmed it. She's seeing someone else." "I saw the footage myself," I say quietly, a mix of anger and sorrow lacing my words. "I'm sorry, Jake. Are you okay?" Her voice is gentle, concerned. "No, but I need to be strong now. We need to discuss revising my will and possibly filing for divorce. Can we meet first thing in the morning?" "Of course, Jake. I'll clear my schedule. We'll go over everything." The call ends, and I sit in the dim light of the room, surrounded by shadows that feel like they're closing in. Yet, amidst the encroaching darkness, a plan begins to form, clear and sharp like the edge of a knife. I will expose Claire and her lover, ensure they gain nothing from their deceit. I think about the coming days, about the confrontation that awaits. It won't be pleasant, but it's necessary. For the first time in a long time, I feel a sense of purpose, igniting a fire within me that no disease can quench. As I drift off to sleep, the images from the video replay in my mind, fueling my resolve. Tomorrow, the battle truly begins, and I am ready. Ready to reclaim my life's narrative, even as it nears its final chapters. The morning air is crisp as I prepare for what might be the most significant day of my life, or at least, what's left of it. The sun hasn't fully risen, yet I'm wide awake, fueled by a mixture of adrenaline and a fierce desire for clarity. Today, I confront Claire. Marcus arrives early, his expression somber as he hands me a folder filled with photographs and documents. "We got more than just video, Jake. Financial records, texts. It's all here." It's not just a fling, it looks like they were planning a life together. I nod, taking the folder from him. "Thanks, Marcus. I couldn't have done this without you." "Anytime, Jake. You just give the word when you're ready to move forward with this." As Marcus leaves, Sarah arrives, her briefcase in hand, ready to discuss the legal ramifications of today's revelations. We sit at the kitchen table, spreading out documents and legal forms. "Once you confront Claire, and if you decide to proceed with divorce proceedings, these are your options," Sarah explains, pointing to various sections of the paperwork. Given your condition and the evidence of her infidelity, the court will likely be sympathetic to your situation. Armed with legal advice and undeniable proof, I brace myself for the final confrontation. I ask Sarah to stay, needing her presence as a witness, perhaps also as a pillar of strength. Claire walks in, surprised to find Sarah with me. Jake, what's going on? Why is Sarah here? I really look at her, seeing not the woman I married, but the stranger she has become. We need to talk, Claire. About us, about the future. Claire's eyes flicker to Sarah, then back to me, confusion turning to weariness. All right, let's talk. I hand her a photograph from Marcus's folder, one that shows her and her lover laughing together outside a cafe. I know about him, Claire. About everything. The color drains from her face as she stares at the photograph, then at me. Jake, I can explain. Save it. I cut her off. I heard you talking about my death, looking forward to it. But here's what you didn't know. My latest tests came back. It seems there's been a mistake with my diagnosis. I'm not dying. Claire gasps, her hand flying to her mouth. What? Yes, I continue, the weight of the words sinking into both of us. It turns out, it was a lab error. I'm not terminal. Silence fills the room, heavy and suffocating. Claire's eyes are wide, her composure shattered. But, I thought, what are we going to do? That's what I wanted to discuss, I say, my voice steady despite the turmoil inside. Given everything, I think it's best if we part ways. I've spoken to Sarah about revising my will and starting divorce proceedings. Claire's defeat is palpable. So that's it? After all these years? Yes, Claire. That's it. As she stands there, lost and broken, a part of me wants to feel victorious, but victory in love's betrayal is hollow. Claire leaves the house, the finality of the door closing echoing through the empty spaces. I turn to Sarah, who's been quietly supportive throughout. Thank you, Sarah. I guess it's time for a new beginning. Indeed, Jake, and this time, it's on your terms, she replies, offering a small, sincere smile. As they leave, I find myself alone but unburdened, the deceit uncovered and my path clear. I realize that this new lease on life isn't just about survival but about living truthfully, deeply. With this unexpected second chance, I decide to embrace whatever days I have left, with honesty and integrity at the helm.